Oh, sweetie, please stop. I don't know what to do.
A researcher filmed 200 babies during their colic peak hour. Every single one was screaming. Then she filmed 200 Japanese babies at the exact same age at the exact same time of evening. The Japanese footage was almost silent. She watched it 3 times because she thought the equipment was broken. It wasn't. And when her team published the findings, they said something no pediatrician in America had ever told a parent. Colic is not a digestive problem. It never was. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it actually is, why Japanese babies almost never get it, and the one thing you can do tonight that your baby's body has been asking for since the day they were born. Stay until the end because you'll discover why everything you've been told about colic is wrong. The 2 Japanese practices that prevent it before it starts, and the 20-minute experiment you can try tonight that most parents report changes everything within 3 days. If this is already surprising you, hit subscribe. We go deep into baby science every week. A cross-cultural study published in the journal Acta Pediatrica found that Japanese infants had colic rates of under 2%. In the United States, that number sits between 17% and 25%. But the more important finding wasn't the gap. It was the explanation. Research published in Pediatrics has fundamentally shifted the understanding. Colic is now classified as a disorder of nervous system dysregulation, not digestion. The baby's nervous system, overwhelmed by accumulated sensory input, enters a state of sustained activation that produces the prolonged, inconsolable crying. It is not a stomach problem. It is an overstimulation problem. Subscribe now if you don't want to miss what Japanese mothers do about it. The first Japanese practice is called hakkodate, a traditional newborn care approach combining close swaddling with continuous body contact that keeps the newborn's proprioceptive system continuously activated. Researcher Naoaki Itabashi at GK University School of Medicine documented that Japanese newborns spend significantly more hours in direct physical contact with a caregiver in the first 3 weeks than American newborns. The critical finding? Continuous contact regulates the infant's autonomic nervous system in ways that bouncers, swings, and cribs simply do not. A nervous system anchored by physical contact accumulates sensory overload far more slowly. It never reaches the threshold that produces colic. Here's where it gets specific. The second practice is intentional empty space. Not filling every moment of a baby's waking experience with stimulation. No rattles, no mobiles, no constant talking or entertaining. Japanese mothers allow their newborns to exist in quiet, processing what is already present. Pediatric neurologist Hiroshi Nishida documented that overstimulation is one of the most consistent environmental predictors of colic. The Western instinct to entertain a newborn constantly is doing the opposite of what a newborn nervous system needs. Here's the question worth sitting with. What if colic isn't something that happens to your baby, but something the environment accidentally builds, one overstimulating hour at a time? Here's the research that makes this concrete. A study in early human development followed 287 newborns across Japan and Canada from birth to 12 weeks. Japanese infants with high skin contact and low stimulation showed colic rates under 3%. Canadian infants with low skin contact and high stimulation showed colic rates over 28%. Colic is not genetic, not digestive, environmental. If your baby already has colic, this won't make it vanish overnight. Colic resolves on its own by 4 months. What this gives you is a different understanding, and 3 things to start tonight. Principle 1. The contact default. Make skin-to-skin your first response to any fussing, before gas drops, before gripe water, before anything else. Your body is the only tool that works at a biological level. Principle 2. The Ma practice. Once a day for 20 minutes, place your baby in a calm, dim room with no toys, no music, no stimulation. Just your quiet presence. Most babies settle within 5 minutes. Their nervous system needs empty space to process. Principle 3. The evening intercept. Colic peaks in the evening because stimulation accumulates across the day. Begin dimming lights and increasing physical contact 1 full hour before your baby's typical fussy window. You are not waiting for the colic. You are preventing the nervous system from reaching the threshold. Hakkodate. Ma. Contact and quiet. Japanese babies don't avoid colic because of different biology. They avoid it because the environment around them never asks their nervous system to handle more than it can. Tonight, you can start building that environment. If this changed how you understand your baby's colic, subscribe. See you then.